How's everybody doing? My name's Ben Green. You can hear the bells in the background. Church is in session. I have the great task today to take you around this 1965 Factory 5 MK4 two-door convertible roadster. My wife and I came up to Medford, Oregon to spend a little bit of Christmas with her stepdad, and he has a vehicle he'd like to sell. This vehicle was recently appraised in June of 2022 for $65,500. Bill the seller, he's looking for $52,500. Now, if you're like me, you don't want the guy walking around and talking. You probably know way more about this car if you're looking at this video than I ever will. So my job is to point the camera, walk around, use my finger, point out things that I would see that might be important to me if I was purchasing a vehicle like this. By the way, I want this car. I'm gonna get as much footage as I possibly can, and the reason being is because I live 2,500 miles away from here, so I won't be able to get much else. I'm gonna get a flashlight and we'll look at the underside of this vehicle a little bit better. There's your battery master off switch. You can see you have the five-point racing harness. Some of the other vehicles that I've seen on the YouTube have interior issues around the brake. You can see this interior is flawless in my opinion. I'm going to really spend a lot of time just going through and looking at the things that if I was purchasing the vehicle, what would really stand out to me the most. And that's going to be all of your body lines. Body lines obviously show a lot of other issues with the vehicle. Now, these are composite bodies. So in a lot of the times in the composite body, you might see some pitting or some cracks. And I can tell you very little, if any, orange peel. You've got a little bit of coloration there. These vehicles, the best benefit for these vehicles is that you can drive the replica of the racing legend. The owners added this bumper, aluminum radiator. Look at the tread wear. I should have a quarter with me, but I don't. Side pipes are amazing. Can't wait to start it up so we can hear how it sounds. Those are just exterior. I don't even want to use my thumbnail on it. That's not the right way to clean that up, obviously. You got the knockoff caps, but it's really a 5-lug. Disc brakes in there. Pretty standard. The owners changed out all the grommets, made sure they're nice and clean. That's a Tremec TKO 600 5-speed auto meter gauges. A lot of the other videos that I researched talk about storage, and definitely not a vehicle with a lot of storage, but that goes very far. Cup holder, and you've got a very tiny glove box, but at least you have one. Also have some mat pockets. One mat pocket on that side, one mat pocket on this side. This is definitely a vehicle that you're just going to take out on the weekend, drive around. But I think with that 302 and the way that it's not super hopped up, you can really do whatever you want to with it. Any V8 in one of these light cars is going to be a rocket. One of the other things that I heard a lot about are the bigger engines and how hot they are. And this being a 302, you can get a lot of performance out of it, and it's also relatively comfortable. racket pinion steering. You can see the tube, you can see the detail and all the aluminum that's in this vehicle. I'm going to also show, there was a recent appraisal report, and I have that's going to be at the end of the video, so you'll be able to see all of that information. I really don't see an area on the vehicle where there's any major flaw or even minor flaw in the paint. As you go through, all the weather stripping is beautiful, clean, intact. The vehicle's very well taken care of. Your side deflectors on your windscreens are amazing. Very clean. These tend to scratch. There's no scratches on this one. You can see there's no wear in the armrests, in the seats. Everything's immaculate. One of the nicer features as well is when you're working on this, you don't have to use a prop rod. Let's check out the relationship on the hood as it closes. We can look at the body line and the consistency of it. I just took the cover off, I didn't polish it. Again, your grommets are all clean, no pitting in any of the It's really amazing. I'm sitting here trying to sell myself on not selling myself this vehicle, because if I had the opportunity, I would definitely be leaving town with it. Look how clear that glass is and clean. Again, no pitting on any of the chrome. Let's take a real good look at the exhaust pipe. The wheels. Gotta make sure obviously that there's no marks on any of the wheels, any scrapes, any whoopsies, because it's a much bigger indicator of other problems if there are. One of the items the owner added is the hydraulic hold for the back here. See the hydraulic hold, nothing on that side. Rear's carpeted, Optima batteries. It's a very nice install. No pitting in the chrome.
They call it cut off. Talk to them.
Unfortunately, we don't have a lift, but let's check out what we can see underneath. What I'm impressed with is the contact points. If you look at these contact points, you can see underneath this vehicle where the vehicle would traditionally hit or rub. You have a very, very small amount of any kind of contact right there. Look at the fiberglass, composite, no scratching. See if I can get that camera low enough. Check that out. All right, let's check this side. Contact point and tow hook is clean. Undercarriage is clean. All your front clean all the way through. She's all covered up, back in the stable. Thanks everybody for tuning in. If you're interested, just send a comment in the comments below. $52,500 is what Bill's asking for. Thanks.